We find out that Cameron has a heart flutter,
Condition that is going to require him to have a surgical procedure in order to correct.
and he was on his way to the hospital for the procedure.
Right, by himself. He seemed like he was a little nervous, and that's understandably so. You know, anytime you start talking about having a heart procedure done, it's going to have your attention.
Thankfully, Claire was not with him. I'm sure he has his friends who will be there to take care of him
Absolutely,
in this instant.
absolutely.
Additionally, Claire met up with the group. They were having some sort of barbecue, and she showed up,
Hmm.
and she shared with them that
Cameron was having a procedure because he had a health issue,
mhm,
and she let the group know that she wanted to try to be as supportive as possible, and that she was doing so because she wanted to honor her marital vows. Now, why she would have incorporated that in terms of her commentary, to the group is beyond me.
particularly after Cameron told her he wants a divorce. So what is she talking about?
Honoring her marital vows after it's already been decided that they're not going to be married but so much longer.
Maybe we are missing something.
I don't think we missing something. I think she is.
The group is playing pool, and Michael shows up and he
Yeah,
invites the group to his wedding. He
yeah,
tells them that he decided that he's going to do it again, and
yeah.
the wedding was going to be the next day, and he wanted them to show up. Becker had some good advice to offer up to him as well as the others,
Yeah,
but
but
Claire tried to put
inter
her 2 cents
interject
in.
interject her 2 cents. That's
The
exactly right.
therapist,
Right. And it was short 1 cent.
Claire needs to
Stay in
take
her
a seat,
lane and
take
stay
a
in her lane. You
seat
sit down somewhere, huh?
and consider her stuff rather than, trying to give advice to someone who did not ask her for her service.
Right. Even though Michael is about to undergo the process that she's already been through, she has not been through it successfully. So I'm kind of wondering why it is she feels compelled to advise him. Maybe it's the therapist
The
in
therapist,
her,
yeah, yeah,
right? But
yeah.
whatever the case may be, she needs to quiet that therapist voice in her and let this man go ahead and do what he needs to do and go about his own experience in his own way because anything that she could potentially offer in the way of advice, I'm not sure he would want to be, listening to anyway.
Well, I would like to see who Claire really is because all we've seen is the therapist, even putting herself out there. So
And there's some of us who at this point don't really
don't really want
care,
to,
don't want to see it.
yeah. So it
Does that
is what
sound
it is.
cold and harsh?
Yeah, it does, but
But I'm being
it's
honest, I don't.
it is what it is.